Keeping fit is really important, as playing football is all I've ever wanted to do. There is always scope for football to be more charitable, but a lot happens already. Personally, I have always been passionate about charity. I know that I will always regret it later in life if I had turned down the chance to play at another great club like Real Madrid. That goal, in the 1998 World Cup, changed me not as a person, but as a player. People have looked at me differently ever since. It gave me confidence, and now I feel I can achieve anything. The criticism hurts sometimes, and I worry about the effect on my family. Well, I'm the prince and I'm sort of slaying a dragon, which is something I've never done before, obviously. My life here is perfect and I'm happy at Real Madrid, so, of course, I want to stay as long as I can. Coaching is not something I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about coaching kids. I'm surprised I still have so much hair after all the things I've done with it. I dream a lot about football, and a lot of them have come true for me. Some men over-tweeze their eyebrows, and it's just too perfect. Men are meant to have kind of a bushy brow. Too much aftershave is also off-putting. It's one of my pet hates. To play with Zinedine Zidane was the biggest honor I have had in my career. I would like to have Brooklyn christened, but I'm not sure which religion yet. I feel I can still do the same job as I did 10 years ago. I've just got a few more wrinkles. I would walk back from the United States to play for England again. Alex Ferguson is the best manager I've ever had at this level. Well, he's the only manager I've actually had at this level. But he's the best manager I've ever had. I think I've lost a lot of my gay fans to Gavin Henson. It's a shame because I really love them. It's always nice to be respected as a footballer. I am going to go out and enjoy the game, and if I can set 1 or 2 goals up, then so be it. I would love to. My work ethic is something that I thought would help the team. Maths is totally done differently to what I was taught when I was at school. Meeting Mandela was the highlight of my career. To meet such a great man and a strong man and such a passionate man about sport and life will always stay with me. I knew it was my time to retire when I saw Messi running past me. I've got my wife. I've got my 4 kids. I've got parents, grandparents still, and 3 really good friends. It's all you need. I'd rather have 3 really good friends than 20 good friends. I'm used to being around kids. Even when I was growing up in London, I had an older sister. I had a younger sister that I used to look after from time to time. Football's the biggest game in the world. America's the greatest sporting nation there is. To play some part in putting those 2 things together, why wouldn't I be excited about that? I work out with my trainer or do an hour of Pilates at 6 or 7 a.m. I'm done by the time my household is awake. Our performance during this World Cup has not been enough to progress further, and both myself and all the players regret that and are hurt more than people realize. The game is in a neutral country for both teams. No matter who our opponents are, or who we are playing against, we want to win the game. My new tattoo is Jesus being carried by 3 cherubs. Obviously the cherubs are my boys. At some point they are going to need to look after me. That's what they're doing in the picture. It means a lot. I've felt a little tired, but I'm only 24. I love playing football. That's my job and that's what I love doing. I wasn't as fit as I would have liked to have been going to the World Cup, but I'm not sure what difference that made. My secret is practice. It's my responsibility to walk around the hotel with a big smile on my face and not worry about what's happened in the last game. Finally, I have lived the dream. I am extremely proud to have worn the armband and been captain of England, and for that I will always be grateful. There's room for boys and girls football in the world, that's what I believe. I'm not silly enough to think I'm going to change the whole culture, but I do have a belief that soccer can go to a different level. I'm a big fan of old boots. As soon as I hit the ball, I know if it's in. That was in the past, we're in the future now. Being a dad is more important than football. I've got friends in the different teams I've played for, but family is the most important thing to me. That will always be the case. It is so great that fashion is not a question of price, and it can be more accessible to everyone interested in fashion. We've been asked to do Playboy together, me and Victoria, as a pair. I don't think I'll ever go naked, but I'll never say never. Some people think that I haven't got the brains to be that clever. I'm a strong person, I'm a strong family man, I'm a strong husband and a strong father. I have come to accept that if I have a new haircut it is front page news. But having a picture of my foot on the front page of a national newspaper is a bit exceptional. I'll never forget where I'm from. Never forget my roots. It doesn't matter where I live. I'm English, simple as that. Like any parent, I just want the best for my kids, whatever they decide to do. They will choose what path they want to follow, and we will always be there to encourage them. Don't think I have reached a plateau. I have just reached the level where I am today. But I need to go above it. As a footballer, you always want to test yourself against the best. To this day, one of my proudest achievements is captaining my country. I don't regret the decision to retire. My body was losing its edge. I was taking longer to recover from injuries. You have to get out at some point. I don't have time for hobbies. At the end of the day, I treat my job as a hobby. It's something I love doing. I love football and I love winning, and when things aren't going right I get annoyed. One thing will not change, we will be going out to win.